But anyway, I wanted to run something else by you. So we've talked about this a little bit, not on the podcast, but so Mike Lombardi is calling Mike McDaniel, the Dolphins coach. He calls him the disc jockey because, the Dolphins are out there playing. Meanwhile, Mike McDaniel's just looking at his set list, trying to figure out what play to call. He's over there spinning records and, so it just I thought it was just kind of perfect describing, the coach, he's got, he looks like he's got and now he's got the haircut, he's got the stubble for the, beard, and he's got the gold watch on. He's got the, male version of capri pants on. Like, man, the guy's really, he looks like Miami. Like, the guy does not look like a football coach at all, which is it's just perfect for the Dolphins. And then Bill Simmons started calling Mike McDaniel DJ Mikey Mac.
Yeah.
So that's how we see it, guys. Like, every Dolphins game, we're here to watch DJ Mikey Mac spin his records, man. Spin those records, baby. And it's the same thing. Lather, rinse, repeat. It's just the Dolphins are going to be, they're not great on defense, but they're okay. They're not great on offense, but they're okay. And they've basically designed this thing where it's like, all right, we're just going to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible, or we're going to run it because our quarterback gets hurt at the drop of a hat, and we're not smart enough to go, oh, we should get a backup. So that's what they've designed this offense to do, which, I mean, it's not the worst idea in the world, but the idea that this is going to win, like, especially in the playoffs, is a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, the other funny thing is, if you actually look at, I would have to look at the actual numbers, but Mike McDaniel's record is pretty close to Brian Flores' record as the head coach.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It's like, literally, we'll see what it is at the end of this year, but it's probably going to be they're both going to be right around 500. Like, I think Brian Flores was like 24-25 or 25-24 or something like that.
Yeah.
And McDaniel's like right there. So it's just kind of funny. As much as things change, you got Tyreek Hill and like, oh, there's all this motion and all this other stuff. It's the same thing. It's, it's like they took a model of a car that they've been churning out every year, and they put like a spoiler on the back, and then they changed the way the headlights look or something like that. And you're like, oh, it's different. No, it's the same thing.
They put a Toyota and it's like putting a Toyota engine in a Lexus, like they did. And each coach has a hole. Like Brian Flores, unbelievable on defense. The team was tough. They played hard, but had no clue what he was doing on offense. All he did was blame the quarterback. You couldn't hire an offensive coach to save his life. And, so I love that he might get a head coaching job, and nobody seems to want to bring that up. And then McDaniel is an excellent play designer and play caller, but the team's not tough. They have no sense of, what to do in a game. He wants to be new age, but it's like going for it on fourth down is not new age or sexy. Like, I just, I definitely want to talk about that some more related to other stuff, but it's just these newfangled guys think they're going to reinvent everything. It's like, dude, you ran Vic Fangio off. You need a good defensive coordinator. What are you doing? So I just, it's funny. You're exactly right. It's literally the same thing over and over and over again. So the outlook for the Dolphins, look, man, like I hate to say I'm sitting here rooting against the team, but like our best hope, as sad as it is maybe we can get a top 10 pick and get like a really good player. Because we're not moving off the quarterback. We've decided that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm watching.
If they had just played the contract out, if they just played out his existing contract, God, there'd be so much more flexibility moving forward.
Yeah, and then I got to watch every week these quarterbacks that make as much or less than Tua are much better than him, right? I got to watch. I'm watching Tua's making $52-53 million a year. I'm watching Kirk Cousins at 45. It's like,
yeah,
what
Geno
are we doing? It's just like they're backups that would do better than Tua's doing right now. So everybody, I don't know why this is hard to understand. Like, he's an average quarterback on an average team. That's just what it is, man. So, so that's fun, but I like the fact that we can have fun with this. We can have fun with this season because this is like most of the Dolphin seasons in our life, Clark. This is mostly how it is. So we can watch DJ Mikey Mac and, the Dolphins lose games at the end like they did the last 2 weeks, and
Yep.
it's gonna be interesting.